Okay, we're recording. We're live, and we are on, I believe, session 9 of Starfinder. I know it's been like 3-4 weeks since we played this game.
Too long.
Too long. So, you guys have a general idea of where you're at. So I'm just going to hit you with a little recap of what happened last time. If you remember, the previous game, you guys drew some cards, right? And then you guys went and in the last game fought those guys with the Widow's Peaks.
Yep.
With the tack lashes, they had injured Jellic. You ran out there, you killed those guys, and saved Jellic's life. On the way back to Alberta's junk shop, you ran across that prisoner that you had captured. And it appears as though all of the noise and commotion he was making attracted a couple of robots that had been sent out. And they managed to get him out of there. But you kind of showed up on the spot as he was trying to make his getaway with those robots, and you took them all out. Upon doing all of that, you met back up with Corsica, who is, if you remember, one of your rebel allies, and she gave you a map of the garrison, which is still available on the chat over on Skype, if you wanted to bring that back up. And you talked to Jellic about what was going on. He explained that he was out there trying to hack some sort of system with the garrison itself, something to do with the doors. And when he was caught, he said to you guys that he had seen a cadet approach the doors, and normally the doors will open when the cadets approach. But this particular cadet approached with her helmet off. The doors wouldn't open. She appeared as if she was going off duty or something, but then she tapped on the helmet a few times and put it back on, and then the doors opened up. So he thinks that as Lanty helmets are what's causing these doors to open. And he is prepared to finish what he was working on if you want him to.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then the remaining options that you guys have here, you have the Hogbar Liberation. That's the one mission that you didn't do that Herbretta had offered up. If you feel like you still want to do it or not. And then there's the invading of the garrison itself to shut this thing down and liberate Madeline's Landing.
Yeah.
So when you left off, you were all basically standing outside of the junk shop.
I believe our plan was to go back and, we were taking Jellic back to Abretta. And I think we had discussed doing the hog bar on the way to the garrison when we head that way.
We did.
Okay. All right. I'm ready.
So that's the next move.
Go.
So we already dropped the guy off, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Dropped him off over there.
So I guess we're going to free the hog bars.
Yes. Now, if you look up on the map up here, that would be in the letter F.
I want to talk to Abretta.
You don't see the letters though, do you? Okay, talk to Abretta.
don't see them.
What do you want?
We have saved the life of your ex-husband.
Yes.
I figured that you might have something to say to us. You made it quite clear that we should speak to you after every person that we rescue, and this one seemed important.
And you did. You spoke to Corsica. You did. You spoke to Corsica and she gave you the map. That was good. That's what she wanted. And then you saved Jellic, and Jellic offered you a chance to get back down to continue what he was doing, right? So she's like, thank you. I very, very much appreciate you saving my ex-husband. He's a real hard-headed pain in the ass, but he's a good man. He's proven that since you've all been here.
Well, I greatly appreciate the map. Do you mind if we stay for some food before we head off to this hog bar thing? I was playing with some cards earlier and got a rather upset stomach.
Of course. You, as I said before, anything here is yours. You've been more than helpful. And she'll, of course, lead you guys into the junk shop as, you want to take a rest after that battle. And you all know that you leveled up. So, you're feeling fine. You can eat, do what you need to do.
I'm going to walk up to Gary and put my hand on his shoulder and motion to a quiet corner in the junk shop.
Gary's and he grabs an extra plate with him as he starts to walk away.
I'll be off in the corner greasing my knee.
He says, "Sorry, I'm rather hungry. Apparently, getting shot and passing out takes quite a bit out of somebody."
Does inciting a mob make you hungry too?
Well, a little. I mean, it wasn't quite trying to incite a mob. I was trying to encourage these people to stand up for themselves. They have these Aslanti outnumbered 10-1. If they wanted to take their town back, they could. I feel like they're just frightened, and we showed a decent example of how these folks are weaker than us. They're mortal too.
She's just glaring angrily at you.
Is she mad because one of these guys was beaten to death by the mob?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to
Okay,
make that
and-
clear for everybody else.
And Geary would like to please. Now you realize that they had already moved in and begun to attack him, tear him apart. When I just encouraged that they should continue to stand up for themselves. I believe
There are
their mind
ways
had
to
already
bring
been made.
peace, and there are ways to incite strife. And if you are going to lead our group, you need to do better.
I agree that there are times for peace, but when an invading force has come to your town and is controlling every person who lives in it, and they're doing so by force, and they're hanging people up in the town square and beating them and threatening to kill the members of your community, well, then the time for peace is gone. Hopefully, there will be peace in Madeline's Landing again.
But
I do
how are
not
you
believe that will
encouraging
happen
them
until-
to be any better?
I mean,
There are ways they can be dealt with. They can be publicly executed if they wanted to. But inciting a mob to beat a man to death is a whole lot different.
okay.
And I have a lot more respect for life than to try and encourage them to outwardly slaughter one another.
I understand. And hopefully, we may be able to turn that towards a peaceful solution with these Aslanti, but they are not typically a peaceful people in my my memory. I'm sorry, I can't remember the word. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say there. In my experience, so they may not be receptive to peaceful sit-ins and closing down the roads, facing down the dogs, as it were. They may require a tougher hand.
I'm not
But
saying
we'll
they
try.
don't need a tougher hand, but there is a difference between mob tactics and proper use of force if necessary. I'm not saying they needed to not die. They needed to go. I fully acknowledge that. And what they have done to these people is horrible, and I wouldn't want it done to anybody. But you can't lose that respect for life within yourself and encourage others to also.
You're right. You're right. And I will try to encourage them differently in the future. On a meta note, I don't know quite what to say because I'm 99% positive that was supposed to happen in the book, and I don't fucking know how. Because it happened before I took an action, and so I don't know what to say.
No, they were on the ground. You nodded to them like, he's there, go get him. And they followed your direction and killed the guy.
I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay, so it is a scripted event in the book,
Okay.
but
See?
Geary was kind of like, "Hey, fight for yourselves."
which is fair. I mean, it's a fair point.
You,
I mean,
you both have good
defend
points here.
yourselves is one thing. Kill him because he's bleeding on the ground because you're angry is another.
She's got a good point too.
Yeah, I mean,
I just have a lot of respect for life, and my character would not let that stand without trying to
You got blamed
raise
for
your
a script.
moral compass a little.
You got blamed for a scripted event, man. It's on you.
yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, Gary, this is a hard conversation. It really is. If we are to
Can
set
we
it
all hear this conversation? Like, is it loud? It sounds
Yeah,
like-
oh yeah,
it sounds-
she's
it
mad.
sounds
You
like
know
it would be
exactly what
loud.
I'm saying.
it's probably getting louder.
Okay. So,
He's like, no,
I'm
look,
gonna-
if we are to try to encourage these people to do differently, then we will have to do differently ourselves. We can't be a group of do as I say, not as I do. If we're walking into town and opening fire and killing these invading forces, then we can't can't encourage the townsfolk to stand back.
When there's an open threat on our own person.
excuse me. You both have very well points, but he didn't do anything that they didn't want to do already. He just allowed it and backed off from it. These people were ready to fight back. Now, where I'm from, we have public executions, and that's what that was.
Is up.
She's
Oh,
kind
no.
of giving you a sideways glare, like, why are you part of this right now?
That's fair.
It's,
If those people didn't want to hurt them or kill them, they wouldn't have joined in it.
We need to do better.
we will. Once
She's
we
gonna
have,
turn around and walk away.
Bye.
Just sit in her corner and eat her food.
Bretta chimes in. Y'all want some more hog bar paws? And she brings out a tray just full of monkey paws that are like deep fried.
My guy's like, I'll take one. Takes the plate and kind of goes to the opposite side of the room.
Gary follows. I need those.
Here, have some.
Those look delicious.
Making the little grunting noises that Nibbler makes when he's hungry.
I'm gonna stop, look at the monkey paw, then look at your hands and be like, isn't this cannibalism? And hand it over.
No, it's not. It's not. They look similar. Sorry. They look similar. It's not cannibalism unless we share DNA. It's fine.
Gary's like, we don't have a word for cannibalism in our language.
Actually,
We eat each other all the time.
funny that you mention it.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Dyer's like, guys, I found some really cool cards. Does anyone else want to, like, draw one? They disappear.
Really? Is that some kind of magic trick you're doing?
Gary wants to draw another.
Fuck cards.
Come on.
Susan, language. Okay.
Fried nuggets!
And then go kill some hog bar.
All right. So what are we doing?
I'm just sitting in the corner wondering why we're eating when we should be out there killing things.
Does anybody want to draw a card? Because if we do, we can do this real quick, or we can go straight to the hog bar.
Well, my character's gonna look and go, what cards are you guys talking about? What's this magic trick you're talking about?
You know, I'm not really sure. Worked out great. Sometimes I don't know. Nothing happens. Sometimes you get sick. Who knows? It's luck of the draw.
Hero will reach up and grab the deck and hold it out like fanned for K2. I mean, you can try. It's really cool when it dissolves between your fingers. It's like an odd sensation.
Oh, like this, and he grabs a card. And...
Grabs a card, and he draws the 7 of spades.
Okay.
Make a note of this. Write your name down here. K2. Keep a track of what you guys draw.
So I assume I see it kind of vaporize in my hand.
Let me read what it does first before I settle 7. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you pick it up and it dissolves in your hand, and your maximum stamina points reduce them by 2 points.
Oh,
Your maximum stamina points is reduced by 2 points.
oh, is this a permanent thing?
Yep, it's permanent.
Oh man, you have to set like a modifier for that.
Wow, that really hurts.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna act like I got a giant paper cut. I'm gonna be like, fuck this deck.
You feel tired.
Wow.
You feel like
overall,
you don't. You feel like you don't have the stamina to make it through the day quite as well as everybody else.
Wow, that does a massive damage to my character.
You guys want to fuck with this deck, man?
I'm not touching that deck anymore. Originally, I was gonna pull like 3 cards because I was thinking it was a cool magic trick, but nope.
Hey, keep doing it. Keep going.
Nope.
You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You might recover your points if you draw the right card.
Have another one of these. I'm gonna give you a monkey paw.
I like Gary's holding out the cards with a big grin on his face, and he even sees K2 go, oh, and my grin slowly fades, and I just like stick the cards back together and hand them back to the
That's it.
Those are the
All these
7
weeks and you're not gonna
spades.
draw one.
7 spades.
Ah.
Hold on. I flipped a coin. I'll give you a 2 out of 3. Hold on. This one counts. All right. Yeah, draw a card.
So you start to hand the deck back to Dayara, but then you pull your hands away and you draw a card. And you pull the 8 of hearts.
Stuck
The
to
8 of hearts.
the fried grease on my finger.
The 8 of hearts fades away in your hands.
Hearts
And something happens.
what?
I'll tell you metagaming, because it doesn't have any effect on the game as a whole. You're not going to find this one out on your own. All experience that you gain is doubled for the next 24 hours.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
All right.
How do I add it as a straight thing? I'm trying to add in abilities to take away my 2 stamina.
Let's see.
I wrote a 7 of spades.
Let's see. Let's go with
I'll let you do it.
odds. -2.
All right.
That didn't work.
So there's no way to edit it, so he has 2 less.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, just take 2 away, and remember that you always have 2 less than your max.
All right, so
There you go.
10 stamina.
To be fair, there are cards in here that can reverse that.
Yeah, but how many deaths to everything do you have to get to before you get 1?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, there's some good shit in here.
How many
That's-
solar systems do we have to collapse?
I don't know. I don't know how it's starting to look very red outside.
All right. So the next 24 hours, though, is pretty good.
No.
Definitely going to hit 2 things on that way.
Yep.
I might get a level out of this. Let's go.
I doubt that, but let's go. Okay, so everybody's good. Nobody wants to draw a card. Casey, you're good.
Dara stashes the cards back away in her pack.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good right now.
Okay, it didn't pique your interest watching these fools play with this deck. All right. We'll change my screen off that.
All right.
Sorry, Josh. Luck of the draw, man.
Yep, I know.
All right. So what do you guys want to know?
Yeah, if we're sitting around like discussing a plan, I mean, Gary thinks that we should we should head straight to the hog bar, release them and try to aim them towards the the what's it's like, I forgot the other place, his name now. I'm high, sorry.
Do you want to go to the hog bars?
Yes, hog bars.
Hog bars are at item F. You guys all good with this?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. In that case, you guys go out of the junk shop and you begin to make your way through town. And you notice that there's no guards out and about.
Oh, hold on. One thing. Before we leave the junk shop, we talk to anybody who might have beneficial knowledge of what we're doing. So, Gary goes around to everybody and says, "Is there anything you can do to help?" And then leaves. So,
Nobody has anything to help you with.
okay, good. All right.
Not right now. So you guys make your way through the town, and it's barren. Like there's nobody really out and about, and there's no guards anywhere. That's the big thing that you're seeing. And you get down to F over here. You can't see the F on the map, can you?
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay,
But
just
it's here.
yeah, right here. That's exactly it. And if you look to the right, you can see what that is. And I will read to you what you see. You guys get down to the hog bar trap. A sturdy metal pole rises 30 feet above the settlement. It is too obscured. Its top is nearly obscured by fog. It's high enough that like fog is kicking in. Like I said before, it is getting a little bit red out there. Not very, kind of a pinkish hue. But a wide metal cage with an angled opening no wider than a human fist sits on top of the pole. The wire mesh of the cage crackles with electricity. A small control box rests right underneath a metal plate at the bottom of the cage. Several tiny furry creatures leap about inside the cage, rattling the electrified mesh and hooting in distress. So the intention of the mission was to free these guys to disrupt the Aslanti somehow, you're hoping?
Mm-hmm. They eat metal or technology or something, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
dig
that's
into electricity for the most part, yeah.
Yeah. And I know that over here in the barracks, or I can't remember where the main place that we're heading.
We're heading to the
Uh-huh.
garrison.
The
Garrison. Jesus, I don't know why I'm forgetting words tonight. But yeah, over at the garrison, we were wanting them to distract the Aslanti by going after their satellite or gun towers or whatever.
Yeah, you're confident in that in some way they're going to do something,
Yes.
but you can't direct them. So you're hoping by freeing them they'll disrupt something along with that garrison. Of course, they could go somewhere else. They're pests. Now, the trap has, as you're looking up at it, something like 30 of these things in there.
Jesus.
Look out, K2.
They're- those things aren't gonna kill me, are they?
Did you bring any hot sauce?
No, and I'll look at Fang. You got anything?
You could rub it on you and maybe they won't like the taste.
Sorry, I said 30. What I meant to say was a dozen. There's a dozen of them squeezed into this cage. They appear frustrated, kind of angry. Let's see.
Gary, without taking his eyes off all of them, reaches in his coat or in his vest and pulls out a little miniature bottle of hot sauce, and he says, "Oh, always have it." And then it's a bat.
Cholula.
I'm gonna look at everyone and be like, have I become the bait to be the distraction and these things tearing
No.
at me through the town? Or
Animals don't like hot peppers. Rub it on your main joints. Maybe you won't lose a bolt.
okay, and he's gonna just take the bottle and start rubbing on like, it burns.
Oh, let me dial it back, Jeremy, for you real quick and tell you when you were asking around about help with this cage.
Yeah.
Bretta would have told you that normally the cage is lowered and taken away to empty, obviously, because they have to get rid of these things somehow.
Mhm.
It's normally done with one of the hover trikes that they keep in their stables and a long cable. So that's what you do know.
Okay.
Now, the hover trikes, the garage is located in this building down here.
Oh shit.
If you
Okay.
want to go and investigate that first.
Does it look from where it is? Since it's in a raised position, does it look like we're going to need to get the hover trike to get it down, or?
Well, your intention is to open it and let them out.
Yes.
The hover trikes are typically used to pull them down and take them away. In your case, you can scale the pole and open this thing with a session of checks.
Oh, yeah.
How
absolutely.
far up is it on the pole?
30 feet.
30
Can I
feet?
see
Is there
the
like hinges or anything?
like
can
a
we just
lever
shift?
that opens the cage door or something?
Let me read here.
Geary will actually try to make that climb if we can figure out how it's gonna happen.
What you can see is that at the opening the cage at the top requires you to climb the pole, and there's some sort of a computer system up there that allows you to open it. So it will be a computer check once you get up there.
I got an idea, guys.
Mhm.
Why don't I climb up there and release them, and then I can just sit up there while they go havoc, and then I also will be very much out of the way.
Now you can tell that while you're looking up at this thing, you're gonna have to steady yourself on this pole while doing this computer check.
How is your
How's your dexterity?
acrobat? It'll be acrobatics, I think, or athletics. One or both.
What is it? I think I was fairly well off on both. See, acrobatics, I have a +8,
Okay.
and my athletics is a +2.
Okay. Yeah, I have yeah, you're good. And then you've got me well beaten computers. Yeah, I think you're best suited for this, unless anybody else has like significantly better in one or the other.
Although he's gonna walk over.
Yeah.
I'll walk over to Geary and I'll wipe my hands off on your coat with all the hot sauce. Like, all right, I'll go do this.
Oh God.
Okay.
Hey, you handed me the bottle.
So go ahead and put all yourselves on this map over here, wherever you want to be standing around this hog bar trap.
Okay.
It's on the top right.
Yeah,
Top
I'm
right.
trying to relaunch my game.
There's my existing.
All right, there
We have copies of us everywhere.
we go.
I'm dragging mine from the bottom where we had it. All right, where's the pole?
The pole is directly in the middle underneath it. So just pick a side that you want to climb up from, and we'll call that your spot.
All right, I'll just say from this side. That's since we're at.
That's fair.
Can I assist his computer's check from the ground? Like shouting out, like, hey, I think you did the blah, blah, blah.
No, you cannot.
I'm probably gonna yell at him. Shut up! I got this.
This is his chance to shine. So
That
gonna go
glistening hot sauce.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Wax
look
on,
up.
wax off.
What's fall damage? 1d6 for every 10 feet, right? So is you guys all gonna stand way back there, or where you want to be?
Stand back there. Why not?
Yeah.
This trap, like you just walked up and you can be anywhere around it, like whatever you want to do.
I might suggest you go to a spot that those things don't just immediately go after you. Or maybe someone that could break my
just
fall.
like when you're a group of friends standing around watching someone do something actually stupid.
Go.
Yeah.
Go.
Do a flip.
We're all just
Like I
back
probably could.
Charles.
Hey, just to be on the safe side, I'm pulling out my Dashko in case one of those things run at me.
Okay.
Good idea.
How
Yeah.
much do you weigh?
His guns.
Do I even have that listed?
Probably.
Where would that be listed?
It'd be listed in bulk. Why does that matter? What are you getting at?
Because if he starts to fall, I can use my psychonetic hand to grab him.
Doesn't that move like 5 pounds?
It moves one bulk.
One bulk is like 5 pounds.
She like pushes me
I can
towards the
save your
wall.
head.
In pounds.
God, take my head off.
Well,
Catch
that's
his
the
head before it
important
hits the
part. That's the processor, right?
Yeah. Hey, it's better
Okay.
than her saying grab me by the balls.
Oh Jesus.
You just
Okay.
fix those. I don't want to touch them.
All right. I'll
so
look at
everybody's
everyone
in
and be like,
position?
all right, I'm gonna try this.
You're gonna climb this pole. Let me get a climb check out of you.
Oh. Where is it? Is there actually a climb check?
No, it'll be
Climb skill?
acrobatics or athletics.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. DC athletics. It's
I
athletics.
thought I was just not seeing it. Okay. Acrobatics.
I'm drinking a little bit. Bear with me. Yeah, it's acrobatics. Okay, so
Ouch.
the 13. 13 is a pass. So you guys watch as K2 gets up under here and straddles this pole and one hand at a time and starts to climb up this thing. About halfway up, roll me a 1d3. I'll let you roll it.
1d3. Okay, so slash R 1d3.
One. Lucky. Okay. Open your character sheet and let me know what your KAC is. I mean your EAC. Sorry, EAC.
My EAC is 14.
Okay, good. Because I rolled a 16, which means one of the hog bars sees you coming and fires an energy ray at you. And it
A what?
hits. An energy ray, electricity ray.
Oh, jeez.
These guys have electricity rays if you don't remember.
I didn't remember.
You didn't remember. And it is energy type damage, which I don't think matters for you. And he hits you. Oh, shit. He hits you for 4. No, can't hit you for 4. He hits you for 1. So 1 stamina point.
I'm just being like, oh, you little shit. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah. And then you continue on your way up the cage, and they can no longer see you because now you're underneath the floor of the cage a little bit. And you make your way up to this computer sort of system at the top here. And you will need a computer.
Yeah, that we should be able to aid him from the ground. Like we should be able to just roll to aid.
I don't think you can because you're all the way on the ground.
Okay.
I think I'll be fine
You're-
with the roll.
you're
I'm
literally-
more worried about what's going to happen to you guys when I open this cage and they all jump down at you.
Yeah, you're literally 30 feet away. Like, pretty far up. But go ahead and roll your computer check. Let's see what you get.
All right. Computer. 21.
Yeah, you don't need to aid. You get up there with your 21 and you start messing with this thing, and you see that you have a bit of an option here. You can decide to open the cage immediately or after a delay of 1 minute.
I'll yell down at everyone. Hey, we got an option here. I can either open this now and wish you guys the best of luck, which I probably should, or I can give it a minute delay and we can get the hell out of here.
Let's run
It's a
for it.
delay.
Let's do that.
Okay, I will go for the delay.
Okay, how far can you move climbing per round?
I'd say he could definitely slide down a pole in one round, or in like his one movement,
My speed
far-
is 30.
How far do you fall in a single round?
like 60 feet
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. 1 round, 6 seconds to drop to the ground, holding onto the pole.
in the first.
And then,
And like
yeah, that leaves you guys 24 seconds to book it out of here. And I would imagine in, what is that, 6 times 4 is 4 rounds. And that give you what, how many feet of movement?
Yeah, I'd probably do full sprinting. I'm
Okay.
30 for speed.
full run all the way away, so you'd be if you're 30 feet, you'd be at 120 feet per round.
Mhm.
4 times movement.
Not
Okay.
just computer die.
With that, I expect you guys to go that route. The hog bars, you can see them from the distance here, scampering down the pole and scattering away. Most of them scatter towards the garrison. A few of them move in the other direction. Yeah, they just kind of leave because you're not really close enough for them to be interested in you guys. You're kind of off in the distance. But give me a perception check on top of that.
Okay.
Everybody can percept on this.
For what it's worth, I think that we
12.
should immediately follow them and hit the garrison right behind them.
Oh.
You were just looking behind us.
Is that a natural one?
Distracted with anger.
Yeah.
24 for Fang.
So everybody's looking back towards the trap, watching these things run off. Aurora's staring in the wrong direction. She's looking at a building in the other way. And Casey, you notice that there's something sitting up on top of this trap. Like all of them are gone, but there's like a little black box or something sitting up on top of the trap.
Are they still near me?
No, they kind of fucked off.
Okay.
They're not interested in sticking around by this thing, so they've all gone their way. Some of them went over to the garrison and stuff like that. They're just, you don't really know what they're doing. But you notice this little black box or something sitting on top of this thing.
And you have to have something to get the crate down with, right?
You can climb up there.
Okay. I'm gonna attempt to climb.
So Casey sees Fang sees something, and he walks back over there. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, throw
I'm
a
gonna
athletics
hang
check.
back. Because I still smell like hot sauce.
So what do I do to climb? I'm sorry.
Athletics check.
Okay.
Okay, good.
That's 25.
With a 25, you're able to shimmy up this pole. Everybody's like, "What are you doing?" And you're like, "I think I see something." Right? So you shimmy up this pole. You get up to the top. You grab this little black box. You're not quite sure what it is, but as you slide down the pole, then you can mess with it. So back on the ground, you're showing it to everybody else, right? And it appears to be a voice box, like you'd hold it to your throat type of voice box for somebody with like one of those. What do you call them?
They're coming right
Gotcha.
for us.
Yeah, exactly that. They're coming right for us. That guy. You found one of those. Now, if you guys remember, I know it's been a long time since you met this guy. You did meet a guy who wrote on a pad to talk to you. Do you remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think let me see. I think it was this guy here. Yeah.
We just
His name
found
was
his voice
Ludbar.
box.
His name was Ludbar, and he wrote on a pad. And it might be his.
Cool. I'll give it back to him when we see him again.
Sweet.
Okay. So, pocket that. Hang on to that.
And I guess you might make us go back to the junk shop for this, but it just occurred to me. We probably should wear the Aslanti armor since they have their helmet.
Uh-huh.
That they get in with. The guy assumed like we should probably wear their armor as we're approaching this place.
That's a good idea. Do you guys want to head back to the junk shop and pick that up?
Yeah, is that where
Sure.
this guy is?
Yeah, he's somewhere around there. You can stop by his place. You make me talk with a voice box. That's going to be fun.
All right.
Although, as we're walking, I'll be like, "Hey, can I see the box a minute?"
Yeah. You just don't break it.
I'll just, oh, there's not much different from mine. And then I just hand back the box, convert my voice to it, and start mocking them. See, I don't need that damn thing.
Awful.
Hey, wait, what's the model? Maybe it's an upgrade.
So you guys stop by Ledvar Crest's place. You walk in, and you're already hands out with this box, right? Like when you come in there, he looks over because he can't talk, and he sees you guys, and he brightens up. The guy runs over. If you don't remember, he's just a human. He's a mechanic here on the planet. He runs over and grabs a box, puts it to his neck. He's like, "Thank you."
And I just
I'll respond back. You're welcome.
Where did you find it?
on top of the cage with the hog bars.
I can never escape those hog bars.
That's probably because of your voice box.
He says, "Come with me. I have something that can help you."
Nice. What is it?
So he opens a drawer like on this desk he's got, and inside of it there's some parts. And who's our mechanic here?
Me. Tyler.
Diara. Diara would notice immediately that. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. Diara would notice immediately that these are parts belonging to hover trikes, specifically hover trikes.
Guys,
So-
those are truck parts.
He's like, the hover trikes were disabled when they showed up. Here are the parts for them in case you find a use.
We might have a transport.
Had you guys gone down to the garage to check out these hover trikes prior, you would have noticed that they were unusable. But now you would have access to the pieces you need in order to use them.
All right. Awesome.
Good luck on your mission.
So can we go check out the hover tracks and put these parts in, and then like stroll up to the garrison with them so we have something to get out as fast if we need to?
You want to park the hover trikes outside the garrison? Is that your intention?
I don't know. I mean,
I almost
up to
wonder
you,
if we roll up with the armor on the trikes and get off like we're like an escort group getting back or something.
I gotta go lay the kid down. Hang on.
Okay, yeah.
I like that. We come back delivering them. Yeah. Like, hey, we got these things to work. Let us in the gate.
So the hover tracks are clear on the other side of the map. You guys are up by the junk shop. Is there anything you wanted to do with the helmets as far as the doors go? Like you said that Jelly told you he could probably continue what he was trying to do, which was to maybe sabotage the doors, which puts him in danger because he's fucking around with the garrison. Or you guys can try this helmet method. Like it's kind of up to you.
I kind of want to try the helmet.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
I mean, I'll have to hide because I can't wear one, but there's still 4 of us that can't.
You can put it on your head.
Mm-hmm.
Like it doesn't. It's not going to count as armor, but you can stick it on your head if you want to. If you can't wear it,
Put on the damn helmet.
Or maybe walking up to the door with the helmet would work, but you think maybe not because that one trooper walked up there, but it wouldn't work when she had it off. So
yeah.
I got to read what these hog bars do to this place. So think about that for a minute while you're figuring out what the fuck is going on with that.
My guess is there's some kind of transponder in the helmet that has to activate.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Ouch. Devin's reading, trying to figure out what the hell the hog bars are doing. So we're trying to figure out our plan of attack.
I mean, do we have to have the whole suit, or just can we take the helmets?
Just the helmets, from what we're understanding. Because we're fairly certain the helmets do something, but we don't know if we need to just wear them to have them activate, or if we got to do something to them, or.
Well, that lady didn't have hers on; she was tapping it.
Mm-hmm.
Might hide that you're neon pink. I'm pretty sure none of
You are
them are neon pink.
Yeah, I mean I'm a skittermander. Like
You guys are fairly
I'm a
certain you're
completely
not going
different
to be able
size
to wear
shape
this.
and
You're not going to be able to wear this armor and trick these people.
So
I'm-
y'all,
It's not going to happen.
y'all want to just go fix the hover tracks really quick?
That'd probably be a good thing, so we have a getaway.
to run out onto.
maybe there's a
Okay.
storage container in one of them that like I can hide in while we get past the gate. Yeah,
It just pops out,
Okay.
surprise!
like a big
So-
igloo cooler.
So, take me through this. You guys are at the junk shop. You got some helmets here. How many are you taking? Who's going to put them on? What are we doing?
I'll take one.
I'll wear a helmet.
Okay, when do you want to wear them?
I mean, I don't think a human helmet will fit my lizard face.
Probably not. They are
I
open
was-
in the front, so maybe.
I think they will.
I'll carry one because I don't think we have to wear it on. I think it has like a sensor in it.
They don't have species-specific armor in this game, so yeah, it would fit you.
That's true.
Okay.
It wouldn't fit me because I'm small.
Okay. But you can still stick it on your head.
Yeah, I can still stick it on my head. I can still stick the helmet on my head, but none of the rest of it would
Okay.
work for me.
So is
Use
everybody
some hot
taking a
sauce.
helmet?
Stick it in
Is
place.
that everybody's taking their own helmet? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one with me.
Okay, you're all in Alberta's junk shop. You've all got a helmet under your arm. Is anyone going to put one on now, or are you just taking them along?
Put it on now.
Who's putting it on now?
Me.
You.
I put the oversized helmet on my head.
I'll put one on now because I probably fit the look of these things.
Sure, we'll wear it.
Okay.
Oh, wait. We have the skittermander. Well, I'm a target for the skittermanders anyway, so I'll keep the helmet on.
Okay. So who has a helmet? Jeremy put a helmet on.
Yep.
K2 put a helmet on.
Yeah.
And Aurora?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you put the helmet on, a few moments later, you guys are talking, like, yeah, we got the helmet on, we're going to do this, we're going to go check out the garage. You hear a voice come through the helmet. And it says, Chuba.
Ship?
Are you there?
Is that you, computer?
No, it's not your computer.
Oh, you're that one guy. Look,
He
we're
says-
awful busy down here. I can deal with your threats and coercion later. Unless you'd like to help the people of Madison's Landing, I have no time for you.
It's okay. I want to tell you that you have a wonderful ship.
Son of a bitch. I look at K2 because he was the last one off the ship. Did you lock the door? I mean, not K2, Fang. Since he was the last one off the ship. Did you lock the door?
I didn't have the keys.
Son of a
He
bitch.
says,
Don't touch my stuff.
I told you I would be in touch with you one more time. I want to know what they're doing here. What do you know?
What do you...
Which guy is this again?
Wait, is that our ship AI?
No,
No, that's
this
the
is- This is the bad guy.
this is Victus.
Yeah,
Victus.
thank you. The bounty hunter or
Mhm.
assassin
The
or something.
bounty hunter.
Oh, him. Okay.
Who is apparently on your ship and communicating with you through a helmet that he's got there.
I say this this line isn't secure enough. I'm literally talking to you on the enemy's helmet. If you want any information out of us, you need to come to me.
Well, I don't.
Otherwise, stay off this channel. And I take
I-
the helmet off to talk to the rest of the guys.
Do you guys
I
take the
keep
helmet off?
on. I keep the helmet on.
He doesn't know you took the helmet off. He replies like, the enemy already know what they're doing here.
And I can't respond to him. I don't hear
No,
him.
you can't respond to him, but Kate, you
I'll-
can.
I'll respond and be like, "All right, so what are they doing here?"
You're talking to Geary because Victus doesn't know.
Gary's in metagame. Gary's already explained it to the party that he believes that the Aslanti are here after a crashed ship that has a new faster than light technology on it.
Yeah, we found documents that supported that theory.
Yeah,
You sure did.
and I've been able to interpret the rest of that tablet since I learned Aslanti, by the way. But
My offer still stands. Whoever is listening. You can
I'll
make an
take
ally
note of
out of
that.
me right now and tell me what they're doing here. Or I will
metagame.
continue to chase this bounty down and I will catch up with you.
Metagame. Who here trusts this guy? Like, who
Oh.
thinks that we should share the information with this guy and that it would be beneficial to us?
My only hope is that he decides to steal that thing instead of killing you.
Yes,
That
as a
would be my only
reminder,
hope.
he did tell you that if you give him the information, he will not try to kill you and will owe you a favor. And this is a guy who had Geary's name completely removed from Absalom Station's systems. Like, they have no idea who he is there anymore. So he has connections and powers that can benefit you, or he can come at you. So
But
those were the options he gave you.
I'm not worried about him coming at us, like either in a metagame sense or in a Geary sense.
But
Geary's
Geary
got
should
more-
be, because this guy already shot you in the arm as a warning shot.
That's right.
He can
Oh.
reach you. So
Yeah, but now you have a big lizard.
that's true. But you were sitting right next to him.
K2.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting that to happen.
Exactly.
I want to know from K2, can we trust this guy to deliver on a favor? I mean, or is this the type of oh, I owe you a favor and the favor is a merciful death? Like,
As far as I know, he's where he is because of his favors.
Good answer.
I liked that, yeah. Shit.
And the problem is, those favors could be you die quickly, or we just killed that guy for you, and you're welcome.
So is there a way to like string him along, like give him enough information that will make him happy, but not everything?
There.
I have no idea on that one. But I would assume we could give him something. But the question is whether he'll
What?
use that thing against us.
Do you want to lie to this guy?
Well, it's
Um,
not lying. It's just withholding information. We're giving him some.
You sure
he
he's
is on
gonna
your
treat
ship.
it that way?
Okay,
He's on
so
your ship right now, so there's that too.
So he wants to know what the Aslantes are doing here, or
They
he wanted
wanted-
to know what Geary wanted.
He wanted to know what Geary knows.
Oh,
And that was before you guys got here. And what Geary knew is that the Aslanti had landed here because they had found a ship here with a warp drive on it. Well, what he knew was they had found a ship with a warp drive on it, but he didn't know where. He just happened to show up at that place.
Now here's a question. Because I am Android and we are connected over a comm system, could I remote into the ship and do something to him?
You know what? Why don't you roll me a computer check on that? Because I'm curious about what you can do here. Holding that helmet.
Yeah.
Roll a computer check with that.
Okay. Hang on.
This is unaided because this is specific.
Yeah, this is just me doing mean things.
Now, Geary, you don't know what he just told K2. Like, K2 heard the message, but you're not on the comm anymore. So K2 can answer it. Does K2 try to do this without Geary's knowledge?
There's an 18.
Okay. And you're trying to do this without Geary noticing, or do you care?
I think I'll try and do without Geary noticing first.
Okay. Then do a sleight of hand.
Okay. Because
And Geary has to do an opposing perception.
I guess the question will also be what I'll be able to do to the ship.
Well, I have an idea what's happening here. Just let me get that sleight of hand.
Let's see, sleight of hand right here. 20.
Oh shit, dude. All right.
Like the best perception check I've had the whole game.
Here's what happens. You get the message from him. You pull off the helmet and you examine it in such a way that for some reason this technology makes sense to you. And you're able to type out a sort of message that relates from one helmet to another without being overheard by any other helmet. It's like it's a direct message, right?
Nice.
But it's something you're able to type in and is read out on the opposite end. And this Aslanti code that's in this helmet works for you this way, like you understand it.
Okay.
You send it across. What message do you send to Victus?
Now, okay, so it's doing to the other helmet. Okay.
Yeah, it's going helmet to helmet.
Okay, so it's not going to the ship.
Not going to the ship.
And it's not going to me, who already has their helmet on still.
Nope. But you can still reply too if you want to.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Oh wait. So she can see the message?
She can't see it, but she did receive the message from Victus. She knows what he said.
And what was his wording again? It was.
He just reiterated what he said before.
Yeah, that he wants to know what Geary is, so he'll.
Yeah.
He'll.
I want to
be
know
alive.
what he knows. You know, or I'll come for you, basically.
Let's see.
So, what are you telling Victus?
Oh man. How bad of a betrayal do I want to do? I'm trying to choose my words well here.
Clock's a ticking, Josh.
Okay. I'll send the messages. What is it? Azaris, or I'm trying to remember there again.
Aslanti?
Aslanti. I'll say the Aslantes are here to cause galactic-wide problems for everyone.
So you're gonna lie to him.
Not necessarily, because if they get a hold of that warp engine, bad things will happen. But he doesn't know about the warp engine or the thing, so I'm not lying.
But he specifically wanted to know what Geary knows, so it's not exactly the truth. Okay. So he receives that message.
Yeah.
That the Aslanti are out here trying to cause issues.
Well, no, the wording is. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah, I'll stick with that.
And you send that message, and that gives Aurora a chance to respond to him as well, should she want to. She doesn't know a message went through.
No, I'm not saying anything.
Geary is standing with the helmet at his knees, and he's looking to the guys, guys, and everybody there. And he says, I think we might be able to use this, but I don't want to tell him too much. Maybe we tell him that the Aslanti, just simply that the Aslanti feel that they have discovered a new power source here that they can use to devastating ends. We don't have to give specifics just yet, but that might be enough to get us a favor.
All right, I think I will talk to him because obviously he's got the other message.
Yeah.
And
I think we also need to focus on finding this ship before the Aslanti and before Victus. Because if Victus finds out that they're looking for something, he'll start looking too.
I'll respond after that one. And I'm going to make it sound like I'm not talking directly to Vargo, but I'm talking to Vargo.
Vargo? Who's Vargo?
Victus.
Victus, sorry, Victus.
Okay.
My words. Okay.
Call him Vargo.
Because I'm
listen, Vargo.
Power move.
Victus.
What are you gonna say to him?
So I'm acting like I'm talking to Geary. And I'm just gonna say, yeah, Geary, we definitely can't let him get that power supply because that would be terrible to everything around us.
And he's meant to hear this over the comm?
Yep. Because that would be the other part of the information that Geary would know.
Okay.
And then as soon as I say that, I'll go, oops, take the helmet off and be like, shit, I think the mic was on. And then I'll put the helmet back on.
Like Geary is just looking at you like with his mouth open.
He goes back. So they're looking for some sort of power source.
I'm going to try and send another message to him.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at Diara and telepathically tell her he's talking to Victus.
Oh, shit.
But I'm just going to do like a little nod.
Yeah, Geary, puts the helmet back on, and hears him say something about looking for a power source.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are looking for a new devastating source of power that they will use to bring the galaxy to its knees.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay, Captain Chuba. I will be here keeping your seat warm for now.
Yes. Can I communicate with the computer from here?
On the boat? On the ship? No, you can't.
I can't. Okay.
You can't for a reason. You can't.
Okay.
Disabled Steve.
It's not because he's disabled, but if you guys remember, you can't communicate with the ship because this whole planet has a blackout happening on
I
it.
thought it was more than that because of the Amazon mass.
I thought we couldn't communicate off planet, but we could communicate with the ship. But...
You could, except that this planet has a signal jammer.
Okay.
So you can't reach your ship.
All right. Okay.
The signal jammer that you would assume is probably something to do with the garrison. Think about that for a second. I'll be right back.
Oh, it did 2 separate ones. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, we just got a credit card notification about charges. We weren't sure about the amounts.
Awesome.
Because we need that right now.
It's always fun.
So metagame, I was trying to get the favor and save Geary, but not give away stuff. But
I get it. But yeah, Geary was just like, did you? Seriously? I don't know what favor should we ask of this guy?
Probably to get us the hell out of the solar system before it explodes, or evacuate the citizens.
Evacuate the citizens. That sounds good. I think it's going to come down to Aurora having to notice whether or not this place is exploding because of her abilities.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's why I was so distracted when we were releasing them. If the sky's turning red,
Yeah. Or,
that's a
that
fair
Aurora
point.
does have to.
Was the sky actually turning red, or is he just joking?
I think he was joking.
Okay.
I know Diara has to attune, to stellar energy, so she might be able to notice that something's off. But really, it's if the two of you don't say something, then the rest of us are just gonna happily, blissfully melt away with everything else. Just take off back to the ship. Hey guys.
I don't think you pissed me off that badly.
Oh, sorry, puppy. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you.
Here we are.
Oh, you're getting heavy. Come here.
What are we doing?
Oh, we're waiting on Devin. So if we can get through this garrison without resting, I might actually be able to turn that double XP into another level. I assume there's going to be several encounters in here. It's probably going to be like a typical dungeon crawl.
Yo.
Hey.
So I have a question.
Shoot.
When you said that the sky was starting to turn pink, was it actually starting to turn pink?
Yes.
Oh,
Shit.
I thought you were just joking.
Nope. There's some pink in the sky. You guys don't know why, because the planet is thick with fog, but looking up, maybe, you don't know, maybe this is what happens in the evenings here. You have no idea. It's just something of a pink hue in the fog.
Yeah,
So
I
last
can't
thing-
see the stars, so I can't use what would usually give me information.
You can't really even see the sun of this planet. So last thing Victus said was, I'll keep your chair warm for you, Captain. And that was it. What do you do?
Gary, he says, let's take down this garrison and find that ship.
I'm gonna look at.
don't want
I'm
him
gonna take the helmet back off because I figure the mic's still live.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming that
You
we've
can
all,
kill the mics if you want.
like killed our mics or
Kill the mic.
Yep.
covered them up or whatever. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Daria and be like, "Is there a remote chance in hell we might be able to get this supposed ship up and running and get the hell out of here and leave him with the other one?"
I don't
And am
know.
I
You could
nuking
try.
Guess it would
Dude.
depend on the damage to the systems.
I try my hardest.
So Victus is on your ship and you just want to like leave out the back door?
Basically, he hasn't confirmed that he's not gonna kill Geary, so
He hasn't confirmed that, no.
no.
Maybe you gave him something to think about.
No, he said that if I told him what I knew, that he wouldn't kill me and that he'd owe me a favor.
Right.
As far as he knows, I told him what I knew because
Or
he
he
didn't
senses
roll
that
a-
you're lying to him.
well, he didn't roll a check, and I didn't roll a
You-
bluff check.
You didn't
I
roll a
didn't.
bluff.
Roll any checks. Because maybe what you told him didn't make sense to him. Maybe he's got to think about it.
I
don't know.
literally only changed like warp drive to power source.
Okay, and that's fair. And what if he finds out that you were lying later? So We'll see.
Well, then that'll be a problem.
The devil's still the devil, guys.
It's kind of hard to roll a sense motive check across a comms link, so we'll see what he does.
Not necessarily.
Anyway, what are you doing?
Why do you think text messages are so misunderstood?
And that won the bluff check.
But you know,
Wish
you
I
could
did.
always send another text message, K2, if you chose to.
LOL, JK.
Actually,
Think he reached human shorthand?
actually, I will send Victus a message. Hang
Okay.
on, guys. Something I gotta tell Victus, and I'll send a message to him. And the message is, if you're gonna keep the seat warm, keep the engines hot too.
No.
You don't receive a reply.
Just
Where are you
In
going?
that way,
Gary
joking, I can
sends him one
get
more
us ready to
message
get the
and
hell out
says,
of here.
Don't touch my frozen burritos.
Don't touch it.
All right, I'll send that. Don't touch the frozen burritos.
You get a message back that says, I'm going to eat all of them.
Damn it.
Apparently, he's gonna
Damn
eat them
it.
all. But
Where
wait a
do you
minute,
keep-
isn't that what gave you your stomach ache?
You wouldn't have known they were there.
Have you ever had Chipotle, K2?
He said,
I
I'm
have
going to
never
eat
heard
all
of
your
that system.
burritos. You bastard. You devious bastard.
No one got the joke. I said I've never heard of that system.
All right, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
We're I
So are we still gonna try and fix those the bikes or whatever?
oh yeah, shit, the bikes. So are we doing the bikes or the garrison? Or going to find the ship? Holy shit, we've completely gotten confused.
Well, I mean, we can have the bikes to ride around on, do the garrison, and then attempt to find this ship, but we don't have any idea where the ship is, do we?
Nope.
Do we need the bikes? I mean, the sun's about to explode. They're not going to last very long.
We don't know that.
You don't know that.
We might need the bikes to get to the ship, but the
Okay.
garrison is within walking distance. So maybe we do that first.
The bikes are just on the other side of the garrison. It's your call.
Okay, it's not far away.
Will fixing the bikes be like the last thing we do when we get in? Like, would we be able to squeeze in a fight if we did garrison first?
You could do the garrison first. We only have 10 minutes, so you're not going to squeeze in much of a fight. So it's up to you.
Look at everybody. I guess I vote bikes.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I would
I'd
say,
say
bikes, just in
bikes.
case stuff goes bad. We can hop on the bikes and ride.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll roll down to the garage or the stable, they call it. You can check out what's going on there and go from there. So that's down here in the bottom right corner of this map, as you can see. Where I'm pinging.
Is there another map for it?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay.
It's just right there.
Here.
So you guys make your way over to the stables following Ledbar Crest's directions. You see an open-sided structure that looks like a rustic barn, complete with red paint and white trim. It's very rustic-looking thing. One side of the building is open, and several wide vehicles are stored beneath gray tarps. I'll send you a picture of this once we get to it. So this is where they kept their hover strikes. Let's see. They are used for basically moving cargo around the settlement. Let's see. They call this the maintenance building. They call it the stable because the hover strikes look somewhat like a fat horse. And it's missing ignition components that you have with you.
Okay.
And your mechanic here, Diara, could probably reinstall these pretty easily. It doesn't even require a check. These are simple systems.
Oh, sweet.
Starting them is a bit of a complicated ordeal, and basically requires a full action if you wanted to start one of these things up whenever you're doing something. And with that, I will send you a picture of a hover strike on Skype so you can see what they look like. Give me a second on that while you think about where your next move is going to be. I guess that was it, man. That's really all there is to the garage.
Okay.
Dara starts repairing these bikes.
I'm not seeing no messages.
Coming right now. Anyway, that's what a hover trike is going to look like. So yeah, you guys have access to these now. Doesn't say how many there are. I'm going to say there's 2.
Hmm.
2 is enough.
And they appear to have like 3 seats apiece. 2 should get you guys wherever you need to go on these. But after you've seen them now that you're pulling the tarps off and taking a look at them, you realize that you're not going to be able to use them to invade the garrison in any way. They're not going to fit through the door or anything like that. But if you wanted to park them out front, like Casey said, you certainly could.
I was thinking like a Trojan horse kind of thing, you know, with like a pretend like, hey, guy, you know, because we have their helmets and shit, and be like, hey, guys, we got the hover trikes. Haha, let us in. And of course, you know, like I would be hiding in that little storage compartment right there. That little center console.
I mean, you can try, but also consider this in your plans. You've killed everybody who works outside of the garrison.
True.
And they make phone calls and check on their people. And there was a phone call that someone was captured. So, I mean, consider that in your plans of what you're planning to do here.
We pull up. Hello, friends. We are totally not imposters.
This is not going to go well.
So do you want to, what do you want to do? You have the map to the garrison, which was also on Skype. If anybody was curious about that.
That's
Sounds like our best bet. I mean, at that point, is just to ride these things in, guns blazing, and then just, you know, hop off and fucking shoot our way in. I don't know.
I would think your first step is to see if you can even open one of the entry doors. So,
Well, true. We're gonna have to approach the place first. I imagine we're gonna have a problem approaching the place. They're like,
yeah. Are all those animals still running around?
the hog bars?
Yes.
bars.
The hog bars aren't a problem.
But no, I mean, like, wouldn't there be guards stationed outside and people on, you know, like on top?
Well, on
Wouldn't it
top
be-
is
a
far
gun?
above the fog, so you have cover from the top anyway. And you drove by. There's no people outside.
Oh, shit.
I mean, it walked by, I should say. You walked by.
Okay.
There was nobody outside. Jellic was working on the building when they captured him, which means the patrol must have passed by.
Okay.
But you guys haven't seen any trace of a patrol.
Yeah, we've killed them all.
No,
if you're
we
looking,
haven't.
if you're looking at the map for the garrison, there's a door over to the left, and then up on the top right it says entry. There's also a door back there, so you have a door on both sides of this place. You can decide which way you want to go to bring this on. See if your helmets will open the doors. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah, I
see
mean-
try the back.
Devin said that there were no guards in town and would walk by this place. I don't know if y'all answered this question. I took my headphones off for a second. So I'd imagine we would have saw that, and then there's like this heavy fog that is happening. So we just walk up to the door and see what happens with the helmets.
Yeah, I say we approach from the entry where there's the supplies and the washroom and the beds. I guess it would depend on what time of day it is specifically, because if we go in through the other way, we potentially run into them like all in the mess. But if we go in at night, we can run into them in the beds.
Now, there's something else to consider. They said that there were 30 people on this, about 30 people, right?
Yeah,
With
you said
guys' landing party.
like 12.
12? Was it 12 at this point?
I don't know.
There is stuff in it,
I
so
think you
watch
said
it.
12. Maybe it was 15.
Sounds about right. So it depends on how many
Watch it,
people you
there's
think are in there.
cheese in there. Don't
I
spill
mean,
it.
no matter which way we go in, we're gonna make noises when we start fighting, so they're all gonna come to us.
True.
So which way do you want to go? Let's say you're trying to go into the building.
What time of day is it?
You ate lunch, so sometime after lunch you walked down, checked out the parts down there, got those reinstalled. 2, 3 maybe.
Okay, after lunch, but before dinner.
Yeah.
I say we go in through the entryway where there's the supply room and the washroom that leads into the bedroom. We might have a little bit of trouble in the bedroom, but the good thing is that puts our back to one exit, and there's not multiple entries into the rooms that we're going into. You know?
Makes sense.
Like,
Okay.
I don't know if I said that in a way that made sense. I think I kind of stumbled over my words. But yeah.
You're trying to make it so we're not flanked.
Right.
I might have understood some of it. Okay. If you look in the bottom right of the map, you'll see Garrison.
Right here is where I'm thinking.
Trying to reveal some of these areas for you. Boom. So you kind of got an idea of the outside of the place here. Something like that. So if you guys want to enter through this door up here, I'll give you that. We'll get into that. Do you want to walk up to this door with your helmets? You guys are ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
We ride up. So our hover trikes are parked like right here. I think just 15 feet away in case we need to make a quick exit.
All right, you got 2 hover trikes parked near the door, and you guys approach.
Here's my helmet.
All right, put on your helmet. Approach the door, and it slides open. Who's going in first?
I'll go in first.
Yeah, definitely K2.
I'm going to give you this room.
I mean, not K2. Bang. I've been doing that all night.
What you have listed as the entry room. I'm going to give you this room.
As I'm going in, I'm drawing my pistol as I go in.
Got it. Boom. I'm going to give you this room, and then we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
Let me read it for you so you know what you're walking into. Let me find it. Sorry. There it is. This wide room features a single blank screen and a computer folded up on a tray beneath it. A stout metal door in the east wall has an unlit red light above it. 2 other doors, one near the heavy door and other, because it's a heavy, which you walked in through was a heavy door. One near the heavy door and other in the west wall are smaller and labeled with vivid green lights. So what you saw from the map is the door to the left there. That's going to lead you into some sort of a bed chamber. And the one on the right will lead you into a supplies closet of sorts.
Okay.
That's what you know. But we're going to stop right here. You haven't encountered any problems. So consider if you want to move with stealth throughout the rest of this place and maybe think of an idea what you want to do here. And we'll get back into it next week.
Cool.
Stealth is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Say goodbye to the recording then.
Bye.
Bye, recording.